It is Wednesday. I'm walking in the grass. I need to get grounded. Oh my gosh. Funny thing happened to me today. So, I had an excellent visit with that young lady. I even saw her yesterday and she gave me a big hug, which was sweet. Hi. And let me switch out here. I have to walk in the grass and get grounded. So, she's doing very well. Let's move this further away from my face. But, I don't know, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I was gifted a fridge that I gifted to a family. That's why it was gifted. And, days later, I saw it on Marketplace for sale, so I purchased it and gave it away again. So, sorry if I'm out of breath. I'm shortness of breath today. But, so I get a message about this fridge. And they need money. And to be honest, I really didn't realize how much I depended on a refrigerator. Like I keep cold cuts, fruits and vegetables, bottled water to give away. And I didn't realize how much I did that until people are coming to me and I don't have it. Let's sit here a minute. Now I gotta sneeze. So I thought, okay, well, I'm still okay with my repair money. Any little extra I had, we'll take it for this fridge. So the person says, hey, can you meet me in Eugene? I detest Eugene, Oregon. Oh boy. So I was like, sure. So it's the same fridge. This is the third time, right? So I was like, sure. Had to go clear to the other end of Eugene. I'm not a fan of Eugene at all, but I went. And as I'm driving by this, it's called 8th and Monroe. There's a really cool park there, Monroe Park. I used to take my kiddos when they were babies there. Just good memories. It's called the Whitaker neighborhood. It's a hippie neighborhood. Just a good place. I loved it. Raised my kids over in that area. So, let them walk by. So as I'm driving by, I get an alert on my phone. Avoid 8th and Monroe. Active shooter, SWAT team called. I didn't see anything happening, but of course I didn't really stop to search. I was just like, I gotta get out here. So anyway, I went to the other end of Eugene. Waited a little bit. Person shows up. I plug it in, make sure it's working. You know, though I'd love to take people at their word. I've been scammed one too many times, and if I'm going to have a broken fridge, I would have kept my other one. But anyhow, so I said, oh, okay. The class, though, that locks it down. I'll have to put something heavy on top to make sure it stays down. But, so I said, okay, here you go, you know, God bless you. You know, I pray that everything gets better for you and, you know, just the regular stuff. So I'm driving back to this town to come to the park, such a beautiful park. And I get this message, and it was really nasty. It was a nasty message from that person, which really actually surprised me because I was nothing but kind and encouraging. I wasn't condescending. You know, I'm just an old hippie woman. I don't act better than anyone, but that's their demons, their processing, I suppose, because they're certainly not mine. But I just sent a kind message back and said, apparently I'm a trigger for you, and for that I'm truly sorry. It is best if you no longer contact me. God bless. Take care. And I left it at that. It was just the oddest thing, just odd. I don't know, I don't get it, but I'm grateful. I'm grateful because they were able to get help that they wanted. I got a refrigerator, you know, I pray will last a year or two, if not longer. So I'm able to keep, you know, cold items in it and be able to help people out. I've been helping people. Groceries seem to be the biggest thing. And, you know, I was sharing with the lady the other day, I did a little bit of help with groceries. You know, when the Lord leads me, He leads me, and I set a certain amount, you know. You can't buy everyone's, well, I can't anyway, go and spend hundreds of dollars on someone's groceries. I don't even spend that on myself, that's for sure. But there was this lady the other day, and she was like, oh, at the register, dang it. And she's looking at her daughter, who's probably 10, 11 years old. She goes, I'm screwed. We're so screwed. And I'm just kind of like hanging out there, and she's like trying to figure out what to put back. But, you know, thanks to you people, we were able to cover the difference there, you know, and bless her along her way. And that was such a good thing. That's such a good feeling. So I have noticed, though, that, you know, gas, because it's gone up another 7 cents. It went down, and now it's like rising right back up. Helping people with gas and with food seems to be the big things right now. You know, and this one lady asked me, she goes, well, what do you eat? I go, well, you know, I'm pretty simple. Of course, I didn't go into the whole thing, my fridge broke and now I don't have fridge, blah, blah, blah. I said, I try to eat a salad. I make a salad every day. You know, like today I made a tuna melt. It was so good. It was really good. I haven't had one of them in probably 10 years. But, she's like, oh, well, we don't like eating stuff like that. And she's like naming off other foods. And I'm thinking, well, if you could afford that, then great. But I can't afford that. It's not going to happen, not for me. But, yeah, food's a big thing. And, you know, people are starting to really stress what's happening around this world. And I just give it to God, you know. He will provide. Okay, it might not be the food that we're accustomed to or we like to eat. We might not be able to fill up our tank every time we want, so we drive less. We do more activities at home with family, with friends. Go to a local park, you know. Just takes a little bit of gas to get there. You know, food, you could just get together with friends. My dear friend, she's passed now, but her and I, we used to always cook together. We would share meals. Her children, her 3 boys, and my 3 kids, and no one went hungry, you know. What she didn't have, I had, and vice versa, and it just worked out. And we let the kids create something, you know, and they loved it because it could be the worst thing, but they made it, so they loved it. So there's so many options, so many, oh, it's kind of windy, so many things we can be doing, you know, to stop and just embrace the day that God has given us. Enjoy it. Don't get stuck. We need not to get stuck. I don't know where this wind came from, but if it keeps up, I'll finish this inside my van. But yeah, we just need not to get stuck on stupid. You know, keep it simple, silly. Kiss, kiss. That's my life. I love my life. It is so simple. All in all, it's been a good day. God bless me by my chemo sickness being very minimal. Oh, I'm so grateful. So grateful to God for that. But anyway, that's what's happening. Just wanted to kind of let everyone know about what's going on with the missions. You know, we're helping people one person at a time. Just think if we all did that. Yes, I pray for you. I ask that you pray for me. And may God continue to bless you, bless your health, bless your finances. And I love y'all. I appreciate you. This is Gracie, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.